Hey everyone, so I noticed that if I had a hair strand and if I put a blade to it, it can be able to cut through hair. You can't see it, but it's gone, as I recently have achieved hair withering sharpness, and I'm really happy about it, that I've achieved hair withering sharpness. It's not as good as you expect from Outdoor 55, as it is basically that kind of level. So, as I have achieved hair withering sharpness, I wondered to myself, what can I use this skill for exactly in here? Because it is something this interesting. This tiny blade costing about £5 to £6 from San Renmu, I was able, in my entire life, at the age of 29, achieve hair withering sharpness. I've always wanted to achieve this my entire life, but ever since I have the ability to do this, it's beautiful. Look at the mirror polish on that, by the way. Because you're using this kind of stone here, because over here, this is like 600 grit over here. This itself is about 10,000 grit, which is an insane number of level when it comes to like achieving the hair withering sharpness. Now, I've also noticed that whilst I was scrolling through YouTube itself, there are people out there who are able to achieve a very insane level of sharpness. Now, keep in mind, this level of sharpness, it doesn't require any pressure at all. You have a blade here. You drop a hair strand, for example, goes on the blade. The hair strand splits in half, even if you drop on it. I don't know if that's going to be like really possible for this kind of blade here, because I was able to achieve hair withering sharpness out of this 12C27 steel itself. But imagine that, because it's this kind of like sharpness level that I want to like say to you. It is more sharper than double hair withering. As I learned from Outdoor 55, it is a lot sharper than hair withering sharpness. This is called tree topping sharpness, a very insane, very hard skill of knife sharpening. Now, because of this itself, I've never seen this kind of level of sharpness my entire life, because this kind of level, imagine that, on this kind of blade. You have this kind of level of sharpness on this blade. Imagine that, You have to be like really delicate and very gentle. As I learned that when you have tree topping sharpness, the blade is very fragile and it is very, very well formed of a V itself. The V itself needs to be well formed in order to achieve the tree topping sharpness, where it's like this. So imagine this is hair here. Without touching the skin itself, it just glides through like that. When you do it like that, it just shaves it off without any like pressure on the skin itself. So that itself, very insane, by the way. But still, achieving for the first time in my entire life hair withering sharpness, I'm just lost for words. I was able to achieve the hair withering sharpness on this tiny, very small, keyring friendly knife, And the fact that I achieved this kind of like sharpness of this little key knife itself, beautiful. This thing here is insane. Like, very insane this is. The fact that you can actually like achieve this kind of level of sharpness on this blade here, mind-blowing. Like, literally mind-blowing, And it requires you to have like a 15-degree bevel itself with I believe, a small grit to a higher grit. But you have to be like going from 10,000, like 1,000 to a 1,500 to a 3,000, then to, I believe, let me take a look over here. You need to like take it small to 1,000 to a 3,000, then to 8,000. But you have to be like really gentle and very careful as I learned that this is gonna be like really, really serious itself, you know. The fact I have in my entire life achieved head wielding sharpness, and the fact that this kind of level of sharpness from tree topping sharpness, it is insane. Like, very insane. I've never seen it before my entire life. After seeing those videos on YouTube. Absolutely insane. Still, it is mind-blowing. Like, in so many ways. You're talking about the most insane level of sharpness that requires very serious precision skill. I'm not kidding. It's actually, like, insane. As I've also learned that there's also like another sharpness itself, atomic sharpness in a laboratory. Mind-blowing, you know. Because it's like this. You got a level of sharpness itself. You got obsidian level sharpness, tree topping sharpness, and double hair whittling sharpness. The guy actually normally sees like videos on his YouTube channel. It's got this kind of like level itself, double the hair whittling sharp, and tree top sharpening. It is basically like insane, you know. So even though someone actually said on their YouTube show itself, obsidian level sharpness. In nature, materials like obsidian fracture to produce edges sharper than most metals, capable of cutting at the cellular level. Such natural sharpness is utilized in surgical scalpels for highly precise incisions, which is just mind-blowing, you know, like for that kind of level itself. So yeah, but still, I'm happy with like where I'm at the moment right now with this kind of like blade itself. Age 29, achieving a hair whittling sharpness on this keyring shaped knife. Good knife this is. A very nice knife this is. This is a very amazing knife that you can achieve hair whittling sharpness. It's great. It's got great steel, this does, you know. Amazing steel. Way better than those cheap, poorly built James Brand Elco knockoffs. This here, a perfect deal. Does hurt your nails, but if you keep using it over and over again, it's going to hurt your nails most often. But still, it is an amazing blade, by the way. Gotta go right now. I'm really tired, so I get a good night's sleep. Still, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Cheers.